What's going on, guys? So we're going to take a little look at ticker symbol AMZN, and that stock is going to be Amazon. Let me just get my screen set up here because I'm a little OCD when everything is off-centered. But with that being said, we're going to take a look at Amazon. So Amazon today closed at $3,012. Currently was down 11 points on the day, just not even a percentage point. However, we were down over 100 points in the after hours session. So here's what is to, kind of just take in note. Facebook completely bombed earnings. I mean, I'm talking about falling off of a cliff. If we thought that the dip was already bad, we got the little bit of recovery and then Facebook just imploded. So go check out my other YouTube video kind of talking about Facebook and where I think it can go, maybe where we can buy some shares. Should we be buying the dip? I don't know, but I'm going to throw out some levels in that other video. With that being said, just taking a look at Amazon. So Amazon is going to be one of the big stocks that everyone's going to have eyes on tomorrow going into the after hours session here. Triple Qs did lose the 200-day moving average in the after hours session. I do not like that because what I'm kind of looking at here on the bigger picture on the triple Qs is we got that first leg down, then we got a bounce, and then we got that second leg down, then we got the bounce, which is what we've had the last 3 days. So with that being said, if that was just sort of, little dead cat bounce, little relief bounce because we so overextended to the downside, could we be seeing that third leg down? And typically in a true correction, we get 3 legs down. So if this market is going to truly correct, and I mean coming in a lot lower, something like Amazon going down on earnings could really push that forward with the NASDAQ 100. So with that being said, we need to really take a look at Amazon. We do have this big demand zone that where we touch these all-time lows, 2,700. So that's still going to be the current demand zone. You can see here from the after hours session, or pretty much from pre-market today, we sold off, and then after hours we just kind of imploded here going into the close. With that being said, we are sitting down here at a former supply zone. So you can see going back to last week, we touched this area, came down, touched this area, came down, touched this area, came down. With that being said, as soon as we got over this supply, we really had that nice little run. Price 29.06 all the way up to highs of around 3,100. With that being said, we just completely gave that all back. So tomorrow, what we would be looking for here is, if you can see on my screen, this purple, not purple, this orange line here, it is the 100 simple day moving average. That is currently where we are resting at. We are also resting at this previous supply zone, which I'm looking to see if maybe we're going to turn this into a little bit of demand zone. This is all depending on what the stock does on earnings, okay? So, for example, if we kind of just trickle around, come up higher, come back down, maybe lose it, come back, and then earnings explode us, boom, we're going to validate this as a solid prior resistance that is now turned into support. And now we're going to turn this green and call this our demand zone. Anything under this level here, we are going to look to short for all day traders. And then for investors, you guys are going to look to hold as long as Amazon is holding this zone. Now, if we do kind of just go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down tomorrow, and we really don't do much on Amazon stock until earnings, Amazon could be next if it gets hit. If it does get hit and it loses this whole zone down here, this 100, this simple moving average, as well as the Bollinger Band, as well as this previous resistance level, if we start to lose that 28.85, which we are not too far from right now, but if we do lose 28.85, Amazon has a ton of room down. I mean, intraday, if we lose this, we can come all the way down to 2,800. Now, let's say that they do implode the earnings. Let's say they miss the quarter once again. Let's say there's no announcement of a stock split. There's nothing to look forward to. They're talking about sales are starting to dry up. Deliveries are not, as predominant as they were, coming off that whole COVID 2020, 2021 wave. If that is the case and supply chain issues are going to be a factor for Amazon, we could potentially see Amazon go from 2,900 all the way back down here to lose these lows 2,700. And I can realistically, which I do not want to see, I absolutely do not want to see this, because technically, just because I'm a day trader, I can trade long, trade short. I don't really like the choppy markets, but I can make do, I can pay the bills. With that being said, everybody loves a bull market. Everyone loves when stocks go higher. Of course, there's money to be made on the downside, in big money, because typically when moves come down, they come down extremely fast and you can make a lot of money very quick. but it's just a lot more euphoric when stocks are all going higher. So with that being said, if we do lose this zone, we kind of do this little chopping around business tomorrow intraday. And let's say we do lose this zone and we do start to come down here because maybe some people are a little bit worried about the earnings, and we kind of just sit at this level. And then we do get that blowout earnings where they do sell the stock. I think that we could lose 2,700 and you could see Amazon down something like 200, 250 points. And that next support zone is going to be down here at 2668. Definitely want to keep that in mind, guys. Just, I don't want to put any fear out there, but the market has been very, very crazy. We just have to be, kind of just aware of what's going on here. Obviously, to the top side, we're still going to need to get over this 3026, and then 3100 is going to be the next leg up here. So if I just draw a little line here, this is going to be our resistance. This is going to be a little sneaky channel here that we can play for all day traders and scalpers. 3025 into 31 is a little zone here that we can take advantage of. To the downside, there's a ton of room down, so just be careful tomorrow, guys. Whatever you do, if you have a smaller account or you're just looking to get rich quick, please do not play earnings. Do not play the earnings. You cannot guess. Nobody knows where the stock is going. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anyone says. Nobody knows where these stocks are going. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys all on the next video.